Learning environments of the future. With the diffusion of current and future technologies, the way we live, work, learn, and make sense of our world in 2020 will fundamentally change. The established institutions of learning will struggle to adapt to the new social and economic order, and new institutional forms of education and learning will emerge. With the ever-increasing array of options available to educators, the world of learning could be very different from today's system of learning. The world of schooling will change to a world of learning where students are even more connected and will work together to make sense of things. Social media will become more relevant as students use this tool to extend their influence and learn new literacies. Mobile technologies will be used to provide rich interactions with learning environments and each other that are available anytime, anywhere, anyhow. Or, as Toomey phrases it, at the right time, in the right place, in the right way, according to their needs. With open leadership, the boundaries of organizational structures will blur. In a collaborative and network learning environment, more versatile, personalized, and social experiences will engage learners as reciprocal and active participants. Contextualized learning environments will be hyper-local and real-time, where microblogs, location-based solutions, and different mashup applications will be used to locate and contribute timely and relevant information, solutions, and best practices. As Canada seeks to build a learning society of lifelong learners, the focus will be on meeting their needs in school, at home, at work, and in the community. Educational environments will include immersive, computer-based environments that will be used as simulations and game applications, which aim for simultaneous development of social and cognitive skills. With ICT support, learners can combine classroom learning with learning at home. As learning will partly move to home, parents will be given the opportunity to become active facilitators and participants in the learning process. As technology allows effective remote learning, parents will also increasingly enroll their children in remote schools that provide the best learning services or curriculum. With the abundance of learning platforms and resources, customizing authentic learning experiences will allow educators to meet the specific needs of individual students. This will allow educators to meet the expectations and demands of families who advocate that their needs be met and seek alternatives if local schools cannot meet these. Learners will opt into experiences that suit them. Authentic activities can involve co-creation between learners and providers of learning experiences, either within the confines of a single institution or through a combination of these learning experiences. Toomey presents a future vision of learning called learning spaces. Learning spaces are connecting and social, since learning is a social process. These physical and virtual spaces bring learners and teachers together in a learner-centered environment which link learning individuals with learning communities, organizations, learning cities, and learning regions. Each personal learning space is under the control of the individual learner and provides a meeting point different from the traditional classroom teaching style setting. This space includes a personal digital space where all learning material is accessible anytime, anywhere, any way. This would allow the learner to keep track of what has been learned in the past, presenting a more holistic approach to learning. Content can be co-produced and shared in a more attractive, media-rich virtual environment. Learning spaces will be creative and flexible, where the combination of different learning modes and learning styles will be represented. With the blurring of boundaries between private, public, working, and learning life, learning spaces need to be flexible enough to incorporate these shifts. Prince, Moyer, Shearer, and Feltner identify some examples of future learning environments. The University of Amsterdam Library responded to the digitization of books by switching from stacks to being designed as a big study hall consisting of work and collaboration spaces. The Rolex Learning Center on the campus of Switzerland's École Polytechnique Fédérale de Louisiane was designed as a single large space and opened to the public to reinforce the Institute's mission of breaking down traditional boundaries amongst disciplines. Hector School District and Vanderbilt University of Arkansas have partnered to create mobile classrooms on school buses by installing ceiling-mounted computer screens that stream science and math content during the students' 3-hour trips to school. In changing the traditional spaces for new uses as learning environments, this can also support the experiences for young children. The Children's Museum of Indianapolis operates a preschool oriented around the resources that it holds as the world's largest children's museum. This environment could cultivate curiosity and an interest in exploration. Also, Imagination Playground is an alternative environment which supports creativity, sensory exploration, and many types of activities including constructive, dramatic, and gross motor play. The PhET project of the University of Colorado is collecting and sharing free, interactive, research-based simulations of physical phenomena, along with guidance for teachers. The games, simulations, virtual worlds, and other immersive environments and emerging technologies will merge our digital and physical environment. These have great potential to serve as learning platforms and to enable new kinds of learning experiences and related assessments. Quest to Learn in Manhattan bases its entire instructional strategy on game design, using custom-designed video games and game-like activities to teach and focus attention and engage students in designing and building their own games. Instead of getting grades, students level up from pre-novice, novice, apprentice, senior, and master. The potential for districts to deepen their connections with their communities, blurring the boundaries between schooling and other experiences, and fostering resilience for the community as well as learners, represents a significant opportunity for remaking learning. Learning to learn for life is something we will all have to learn.